Hello everyone, and welcome to the Little Blue Fly. In today's video, I would like to share with all of you my front and backyard and quite a bit of cleanup here on the back patio. Now, I did not plan on putting this video out. So we've been in a heat advisory, right, for a couple of days. It's going to continue on. So I've been going out early in the morning to make sure to give all my babies some nice water because it's just been so hot. And I just thought, you know what? And this is all because of my side flagstone garden that we planted last year. I am in awe with just how beautiful it has become in just 1 year of planting. And again, everything is just so beautiful that I thought, it's not a whole lot, I don't think. There's still so much to be done. But I thought, let me just share this. It's too pretty not to share. So I hope all of you enjoy this tour of our front yard and backyard. Still so much to do. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so here is my messy back patio. And this flagstone, well, actually, no, this is just the stone garden bed. It has not been touched all summer. Just a mess. We've just been really busy with our Riley, taking her back and forth to surgery. As you can see, these were blooming. They need to be deadheaded. And so anyways, I was out here early in the morning and thought, you know what, let's get this together. So I started wrapping my ivy around. I'm not going to cut these little pieces just yet. I purchased these topiary forms in California at a nursery there when we were picking up our items that had been in storage for 4 years in California. Anyhow, before we left, I made sure to go by my favorite nursery there and pick up a couple of these topiary forms and bring them back. So I will just keep working with the ivy, pulling it up and wrapping it up on the forms. As you can see, this one, it's not, it's been a little bit challenging. It has been growing up on the stone. So we just pulled it off and I'm going to see how much I can get it to go up in the form. This I will be removing. It's pretty much root bound and just time for a good change. So I have these phlox here. They were planted last year. And then these sunflowers just came out on their own. It was a very pleasant surprise. And so I'm just doing quite a bit of cleanup here because I'm getting ready to make this just a fun fall stone planter. So I have my steppables down below, cleaned up. I'm shaping up these plants. Pulled out quite a bit of dead leaves, added in a flagstone. And again, I will not be cutting these because I really want the topiary forms to get nice and full. So I will keep them like this and work them up on the form. This actually did better than expected. I didn't think it was going to reach up to the second, but it did. And I'll just continue to train it. Oh, this nice welcoming breeze out here. It's been so hot. Okay, I started watering and said, let me just go ahead and share all of this. These are Arborvitaes. They're doing fabulous, giving us the nice privacy on the back patio, which I will be sharing during fall. When I do all of my fall decorating out here, we will go back onto the patio. And it's just because I have just a little too many things back there on that part. And it's so hot. I just didn't feel like going back there and doing that part of the cleanup. But I have some red geraniums up at top in some terracotta pots. And then a lantern down below. Now, many of you thought that this was a bench. It is not. It's actually a tall table that I adore. And here we have quite a few bunnies that have made their way into the garden bed. So this will forever be my stone bunny flower bed. It's all ready for fall, cleaned up, have the topiary forms going. And soon we will be adding in all of autumn's goodness. Just ignore the wood over there. Because we've been so busy with Riley's surgeries, and she's doing fabulous, by the way. One of her feet is completely 100% flat, and we are starting on the next surgery. So thank you all for keeping us in your prayers. It's very much appreciated. Okay, so we're going to leave the back patio and go over here onto this flagstone garden bed that we made just last year. Now, we had to wrap these trees with this green landscaping tape because they just weren't doing so well, and we really thought we were going to lose them, but they're coming back. Just watering down this stone because it's therapy for me. It really is. I have the phlox back here. Now again, many of you that have been following the Little Blue Fly for some time, this garden bed was just planted last year. I believe, right? Wasn't it just last year? I believe it was last year. I'm almost positive it was last year. So we're going, these are lime lights. It's a dwarf lime hydrangea bush. And they are fabulous. I do not remember the name of these. They're almost completely finished for the season. They come out early in the spring, but they just they wanted to just, the white mold. That's what I'm trying to say. White mold just keeps coming onto the leaves, and it's kind of frustrating. Again, I'm used to California gardening, and it's so dry there that we don't get bothered with too much mold there. We really don't. But so this is different over here, this zone. I'm in zone 7, so it's completely different. And again, I'm just going to water down some of the flagstone. And some more of the phlox in the back. I'm sorry about my glasses are slipping off of my face, so. This is one of those moments where you need that third arm, right? But it's been so hot here in Virginia. And so I've been coming out early, and right now it's taken me about 2.5, 3 hours to water everything here on the side and the front and the back. Now, as we add on, it's going to start taking more time. And I don't mind that one bit because I love the good vitamin D I am getting from the sun. We just have to get out early. Okay, I just wanted to share really quick before we go into the front yard how the lime hydrangea is starting to blush. These will get the pretty blush color to them as the summer middle of the summer, and it comes to an end going into fall. The pretty blush color then comes on these, and it's perfect for cutting, drying, and decorating inside the house. Let's go through the side gate into the front yard. And see this butterfly right here? It keeps coming to greet me. for the past few times I've been out here. It comes right up to me. I'm going to see if I can get a picture. I mean, it's just so special. I'll be standing there and it will just fly right up to me. Okay, so here's the front, the sunroom. I have a couple geraniums up front. My husband actually put a whole hose holder. I'm sure there's another name for it here on the side of the house. I have some hostas and salvia. And then my topiary pots. And here we have some butterfly pugster plants that were just planted this year. I have my hedges cut down low. They always bloom in the spring. And then the gorgeous pansy window planter, window box in the back. I just cannot believe I still have pansies in July. So I just decided, I'm just going to keep it like this, not going to add anything extra in this window box, because as you can see, it is flourishing with just beauty with the ivy and creeping Jenny, but it will change for fall. And you can see some mums starting to peek out here in my planters on the front porch. These came back from last year. The planters were purchased from Lowe's. And then all of my pots here that have my topiaries in them that are so easy came from Lowe's as well. And they truly are so easy to plant, the boxwood topiaries. You just get the pot, the soil, put the topiary on in. And as you can see here, many boxwoods, they're going to start growing together. And we will have a nice walk-up hedge. Just making sure everything gets plenty of water. This is our Japanese bloodgood tree. It's doing very well this year. And again, all of our pots with our boxwood topiaries. Now I want to take you here on the side of the house because we rarely come over here. Up front, we have another Japanese maple that was planted a couple years ago. And this one is new. We're going to walk up to it because I'm not remembering the name. We just purchased it from Merrifield Garden. I want to make sure that I have fall color up in my front yard. So I purchased, yes, Northwind. Gorgeous name. So what happens with this one is during fall, it looks like lights are inside all of the leaves. It will have they will have a yellow and orange and red. It was very important that I had fall color in my front yard. So these are, oh, I know it's Japanese. It's Japanese something or another. I don't remember, but I have all the empty space behind. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here still to hide some of this electrical. And then I have another one right here. They're so fragrant in the springtime. Absolutely delicious. We have our Bosch purring like a kitten over here on the side. And then we still have our Rudd on the left. This one is for downstairs. And I hope it will last us for a few more years. But when it gives up, we will get another Bosch. Here is a side planter my husband just made for me. This was an add-on to the original stone home. They did a great job in matching up the stone. And again, I just had my husband make me this planter back here. We have a camellia tree and different hydrangeas. They're not doing all that great right now because they were just transplanted from other areas in the yard. This one will be a gorgeous pink. This one here, it's a green, like an envy green color with some creeping Jenny. And we just had the fence put up. Well, that was last year. This right here, I'm hoping next year I have fabulous plans for a she shed. We have a Georgia peach tree. I'm doing a little bit of watering. Then the garage in the back. So it's pretty much an empty... Oh, I'm getting wet, which isn't a bad thing. Just an empty canvas back here. Now I'm thinking right here in this spot, it actually would be the perfect area for just a small size saltwater pool, right? It just gets so hot here, so humid, and it would be great when we are out here working on the yard. We can just do a cherry bomb in the pool or something, right? You take a quick dip and cool off because it's so much. But I think we do have enough room here to put in a small saltwater pool. See, the water's attacking me. But I don't even care because it's warm, even though it is in the morning. So we have so much more that's going to be taking place in the front and backyard. I just really wanted to walk all of you through the front and the back. So I hope you enjoyed this.